All right, we're going live. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the 1/6 Fix. I am your real co host, and here's my beautiful co host, Marco. Marco, say hi.
Hi. Hey,
And
everyone.
we,
Thanks for joining today.
and we have a very special guest, Phoebe, and her husband, Loco Lu.
What's poppin', people? This is your boy Loco Lu and his wife Phoebe.
That was perfect.
Wait, he says that all the time on his podcast.
No, that was perfect. It was.
Excuse me.
That was beautiful, poetic.
No. You don't do it like that. You do it like this. You go, "What's poppin', people?" It's your boy Loco Lu, and welcome to another one.
And this is their origin story. So thank you both for being here today. Marco is in Vegas, last minute trip. So I am holding down the fourth back at home. Marco, can you hear us okay?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me all right? I know it's
Yeah.
loud over here.
And then if you can let me know in the chat if we sound okay, because I know that's always been an issue.
And a little more background on me jumping in like this. I figured, Local Lou takes it to the streets all the time, so I might as well, do it justice and just roll with it here.
Okay,
Man, you
so-
know.
And Loco Lu is the ultimate hype man. Phoebe, is that could you say that that's just him 24/7?
Yes, too much. He is. He's a people person. He's always joking around. Everybody who meets him is like, wow, how can I can imagine your jaw already. How it is. I'm laughing. He is. He's a hype boy. He's a good man, but don't tell him I tell him that. So.
Yeah, same.
All right, we'll keep that secret.
We will deny it to the end of time.
Yeah.
I told you so.
And some people in the chat, Took, hey Took, what's going on? Carlito,
Coffee, Galito.
Mark P,
Hi, Marty.
Universal Key,
Hey.
Riley, and
Riley, what's up?
Mario.
Hermano, ¿cómo está? That's
Mario. I said, ask when Mario shipping my saber. I'm gonna need that.
Ooh. Oh, that's right. What's that? Yeah, I need some sabers too. I just got throw some
Oh
cash.
my god, here we go.
Uh-oh.
Okay, we will
Uh-oh.
get there. We will get there. So
Starting
I'm
off
kind
on
of
a sour note.
I'm kind of in charge of the questions here, so so we will get there. But Loco Lu, can you tell us a little bit about how you first got into this? Let's go with the hobby. When did the hobby start?
Ooh, collecting started when I was young, and as you can tell, my first collections was turtles. So I had all the Ninja Turtles you could think of, but the way I got it was very encouraging. So my father used to tell me, bring me 100 on your vocabulary test, your math test, your spelling test, and stuff like that. And at the end of the week, we're gonna go and get you a figure, right, of my choice. So I'm like this. Okay, Dad, bring it. We'll go to Toys R Us, come back with a whole bag full of like collectibles because turtles they last forever. They kept going
Yeah.
and going and going. So
That's really sweet. Is that something you guys do with your daughter now?
not yet. Not yet.
Marco is the same. I didn't have that growing up, but Marco is the same way. Like he's mentioned that his dad is a huge he loves collecting everything and anything and everything. Like he loves bikes, so he always talks about how when they would go to we call it the remate, is like the swap meet, and they would like go and he could just like get, similar to you, like they would take trips, which I think is really really sweet. But specifically hot toys, or sorry, figures. When did you start like into the, because you collect smaller figures as well? Everything. Okay, everything. You're on mute, Loco Lu. Yeah.
Oh, stop it! Stop it!
Too
Stop
much.
it! Oh,
Okay,
stop it.
Phoebe, this question's for you. Did he already collect when you met him? Like, did you know he collected, or did he like slowly?
No, he said it right away. This is who I am. I collect. This is my closet. This is he had his apartment. We didn't, like, of course, when we met we didn't live together, but his Here's a closet full of well, I was gonna say toys, figures.
We could call them toys. We could call them dolls. Whatever you want.
No, because when we first met, he said, "No, I don't collect toys. I collect figures, collectibles. Okay, this is a whole not toys. So I have to I have corrected myself.
Whoa. Let me correct you again.
Oh,
Because she said you collect dolls. And I'm like, no, they're action figures. You can call them toys, but they're action figures.
Okay, so toys is okay, but dolls is not.
It's not.
Well,
Okay.
it's not Barbie.
Figures. We'll call them figures for the.
Like
And-
Barbie's so stiff. Like you have to do her hair and stuff. Like granted, some of this stuff you have to do the hair and whatnot, but I learned a couple of tips from her. So
Okay,
it wasn't until I aged up and kind of learned a thing or two.
Level up.
Get that. Yeah, exactly. I had to level up to get that, calm. But even her hair is wild at times. So don't.
He'll come tell you, let me fix that up for you. And how did you, Phoebe, how did you feel about that when you saw that? Like, were you kind of like, okay, or?
No, Gigi. I was not okay. I wasn't upset. I wasn't really upset, but because he introduced me. I didn't know there was a world, by the way, of collectors, right? That collect. I did not know.
Same.
You actually introduced me to it.
I
used to attend. I remember when we first met, we went to different events. We went to Comic-Con. I didn't know there was a Comic-Con.
Oh, wow.
I did not know that. I learned about Comic-Con with him.
Did you guys dress up?
Yes.
Oh, so cool.
Yes.
What did you guys dress up as?
Keep talking about that. I'm gonna go get my daughter some cheese puffs.
Yeah, no problem.
So the first Comic-Con, I don't even know what I dressed. I don't know what I thought you dressed up as everything. I threw a cape on. And I had some black ones. I don't know.
She was a Spirit of Halloween cosplayer. That's
Wow, that's dedication right there.
I didn't know that you had to I mean, there's no rule in Comic-Con, but when my first time, I'm like, wow, seeing I saw movie characters, I saw comic book characters, I saw superheroes, villains, and I'm like, I'm with a cape of people. I remember someone approaching me what are you? And I'm like, I don't know. What am I?
So did he give you the outfit? Like he said, this is what you're gonna.
No.
Oh.
I remember he did his handmade. He did Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, I did Assassin's Creed. My own Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Wow, I need to see those pics.
Yeah, he did his own Assassin's Creed. And I the second day he helped me. I did what was it? Spider.
Okay.
The multiverse.
We did the Spider-Verse from the comics. So
yeah.
Each character we did had some type of cohesion. So I made my own Scarlet Spider costume.
Wow.
She was Black Cat.
Yeah.
And
damn, that's awesome.
I did Mangaverse Spider-Man, and then she was the Mangaverse Spider Girl.
Yeah.
And I hooked up her costume. I hooked up my costume. It was dope. She was getting a lot of photos, a lot of attention, like you girls love. And I was getting a lot of attention, like I love, because me, I'm loco. I have to be in the spotlight, baby. It's all about love. How? Because I'm fat and fluffy and everyone loves me.
That is awesome. I actually really like the dressing up aspect, and I love the homemade costumes. So I'm gonna have to see pictures of that because I love that. I much rather prefer that than a store-bought costume. So that's really cool.
And we've had some pretty good costumes for Halloweens in the past, but yeah, nothing like that for sure.
Yeah, I'd have to see those. And did you kind of were you kind of into that, Phoebe? Did you kind of like it after?
It was really interesting. I did. I like it. Yes. I wasn't this is not for me. I'm still with him.
I mean, yeah, I was gonna say you're still here.
I actually, it was very interesting. I did not know. It was surprising, amazing to know that there's different ages. It's not I thought, honestly, growing up, yeah, toys just for kids.
Yeah.
Adults play with like figure. I learned the word articulate. I mean, I know what articulation
Why
means,
do
but
we know these things, Phoebe? Why do we
articulate
know?
exactly. Diecast. Well, babe, this is has that. What is die? What do you mean about diecast? And I was being educated, and I look forward for every year since then to go to Comic
Oh,
Con.
do you guys go every year still?
Mhm.
Oh, wow, that's
Wow, that's awesome.
Not all
awesome.
4 days.
I do.
He does. I don't. After I had Penny.
Come, baby.
But not all 4
Come
days.
say hi.
And do you guys take her with or not
On
yet?
we usually do it like once on Sunday. That's for kids.
Family,
Oh,
the kids day.
cute. I love that.
I mean,
Aw.
all the days are kids, but like that day, Sunday, it's
Say, don't forget to like,
Like,
share, subscribe, and comment after.
Okay.
Mhm.
You're raising her right, Loco.
She does look a lot like you, Loco. I remember you mentioned that one time.
I just pushed her out that time.
Yeah, he had mentioned that, and I was like, yeah, you're right.
Like the doctor was like, "Here's your child," and I'm like,
Excuse me, thank you.
Did I have any
Like,
part in this? Aw. Well, that's really awesome, and I love that you guys are kind of incorporating her. We don't have any children, but I think that if Marco like I've actually never been to Comic-Con, and I would like to go just because I love, like I mentioned, the costumes, like walking around and seeing the costumes. I think is really cool. So that's really awesome. And then Loco Lu, when did you? I know you. We saw some of his breakdance videos. So
you did?
yeah.
Stop it.
So we saw the moves. So when did you start getting into, or like, how did you learn about the YouTube community?
Well, when YouTube was first around, I was, just browsing around, seeing how things were, and I thought, you know what, let me throw some breakdance videos up because I was into the b-boy scene, the popping scene, and the locking scene. So in Cali, everyone knows about popping and locking. That's where the mecca's at for popping and locking. Don Campbell Lock, R.I.P. Boogaloo Shrimp. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. But here in New York, we have b-boying, we have everything. So I just got into it. So started with Hidden in Coney Island, 42nd Street, 34th Street. And a lot of my boys started putting stuff on YouTube. And that's how I got introduced to YouTube. But it wasn't until later on when I got reintroduced into collecting because I had a break period, just like all of us. I know Marco could attest to this. Like we had this point in our life where it wasn't about toys. It was about girls and work. We need
100%.
to get 100%, right? So girls and work, girls and work, girls and work. And, player, Loco Lu over here, I had to always put the moves.
Sure.
This one over here didn't meet me until like towards the end of my friskiness, if you will.
When you were a more finished product, she didn't want to know you in the beginning.
What are you talking about? I'm never finished, baby. I'm always going to be a diamond in the rough.
Likewise, like father, like son.
Like father, like son.
Yeah. So with the figure collecting, people will show displays of their collections, but this was like the Marvel Legends community. This was before I got into Hot Toys and 6 scales and whatnot. And
Marvel Legends is a smaller.
It's the 1/12 scale, which is the 6-inch figure.
Okay.
Which is usually like in the $20 range, $30 range of figures. And yeah, it seems like, that's a good sticker price, but they keep rehashing the same ones over and over and over. And you're like, is there an end to it? No, because they changed the articulation to it. Which is part of the reason why I'm moving away from that and going into 6 scale, because it's more like permanent. Sometimes you get a reissue, but the reissue is more for collectors coming in, and if you already own the figure, you don't need to get it again.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's only if it's a 2.0, if the articulation, the die cast, or the electronics is up to par, And I know my man over here, El Profesor Mario, wants to get me into statues, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna get one statue, baby, one statue.
And I remember when he took me to a comic book store.
Midtown Comics.
So I was like, people, where can you get statue? And then that's when I heard all the 1 inch, 4 inch articulations and all that.
Whoa.
What is this? How is this? And I'm like, what? It was like, because you can't post them. You guys just...
I'm a big kid. I love playing with my toys. I'm sorry. I could appreciate a sculpture from afar. She likes the sculptures. But here's the thing. Are you going to help me pay $2,000 for it?
No.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Yeah.
And on top of that, the shipping is as much as we pay for one of the figures.
So crazy. So crazy.
$1,000 for one box.
But I'm with you, Phoebe. I think like I had mentioned the same thing. Like if I collected, I would want big, like big. I want like a statement piece, but I would only have like one. This is PG, Marco. Stop it. So I'm with you there. They just like look, but I also, especially Loco Lu with you love posing and it's so enjoyable to see. So I could definitely see why they, like this would be more your jam.
Thank you. Yeah.
And so sorry, Marco.
No,
can I say one thing really quick? Sorry, guys.
No.
So the comment you highlighted earlier was from the imposter 6-scale mafia. We've got the real 6-scale mafia in here, so that's just hilarious.
What? Oh, I need to see this on the replay. I need to see this. You watch hours. You get my watch hours. I watch you guys all the time. I just don't comment as often as I should because I catch you guys on the go.
Yeah. Equan said, "What's up, guys? Gotta check this out on replay. Wife is putting furniture together."
Wait. Wife is putting furniture together?
No, wife has him putting furniture together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was bugging for a second because I would be doing the same thing, putting furniture together, watching this like Loco Lu and his wife. Hold up. Oh man, I screwed this in the wrong spot.
Oh my god. Yeah, you cannot do that. But speaking of watching, I mean, Phoebe, I don't know, like I know the streams are going on like all the time, right? And so I think that's kind of how we kind of get to know some of the people. But Loco Lu, when did you actually start, or how did you get introduced? I know like you were on YouTube kind of a little bit, but how did you get introduced to like this now like whole community of like collectors?
Well, first and foremost, I started with reviews on my action figures, right?
Okay.
And there's other communities that do podcasts, and I never been invited to a podcast, never asked to be in a podcast. But it wasn't until Geeking Out that I started going. Like Nate Meister just offered an olive branch to people in the chat who wanted to come in and talk toys. I did. The conversation went well. I was invited to the Bacardi stream, which was supposed to be like almost a 24-hour stream. It was my day off. I had a big bottle of Bacardi. They had a big bottle of Bacardi. We were drinking to the point where Nate disappeared for 4 hours. Bathtub time machine. I was there left by myself. I was like, it's the Loco Lu show. Nah, I wasn't going to do that. So I signed off. 4 hours later, Nate comes back. He's like, what happened? And I was there. Oh, it's just me here. Click, click. Yeah. That's one thing you have to expect when you have children. They're going to copy everything.
Phoebe, is it like having a little Loco Lu? Oh my god. Same energy.
Same energy, same silliness. So we just got back from breakfast with my parents in New Jersey, and even taking photos is the same. So they sent photos on the chat. And all the silliness, our face in every photo is what he would do.
That's so sweet.
Yes, that's true, Carlito.
Listen. I'm like this. If I'm going to say something, I'm going to make it a statement. So I'm going to have my exclamation point in everything that I do. That's how I am. That's how I stand out. I used to be the shy kid. And then when I discovered myself, I'm like, okay, I'm going to be the most extreme of the extremes, but with a good heart. With a good heart. That's how I got this gorgeous one right here.
Yeah, of course. You had to.
No. That's the makeup. Don't listen. That's rough on. Okay.
Logo, just take it. We don't give compliments out that much, and here you are trying to take one away from yourself.
Okay, bring it in.
I'm the same. Yeah.
be more in a second, baby.
Yeah.
And so Phoebe, do you? Because I know he works late, at, like the night shift and stuff. So he's on those streams. Normally, I think a lot of the streams are on pretty late. But do you watch any of the streams with him, or do you watch his streams or anything like that?
Mm-mm.
It's a lot of time.
It is. I am so I'm a teacher, as you know, right? I teach 4th and 5th grade.
You got to keep a straight face.
Okay. So I'm a teacher, so I teach 4th and 5th grade. So he had time, he's always on his stream. He said, "Babe, I have a stream, right? After I'm done, right?" I'm super busy. Like literally for this, he was like, "Babe, 2:00 Saturday, babe, 2:00 Saturday." I'm like, I got you. I know. It's like I literally had to 2:00. I cannot do anything else because literally at this time I'm planning for Monday, so I could rest at least. Because I'm also doing my master's, so I have homework too. So I'm like super busy.
You sound just like Gigi, to be honest. You guys have way too much on your plate.
I told
oh my
you.
gosh, man! Then be a wife, then be a mom.
Yeah.
Listen,
The
I don't
mom
give you
thing.
too much pressure of being a wife.
No, you're my second kid.
That's how I
Now
feel
you
too,
really
Phoebe.
sound like Gigi. Yep.
But yeah, I'm
Yeah,
in.
She
Yeah.
trying to flex because I actually made her. I made her watch one of your episodes with Cuervo.
Yeah, they have kids too.
Cuervo.
Oh yes. Well, you didn't make me. You were watching the episode,
Made her.
and I was looking at it, and I was like, "Oh, that's interesting," because he was like, "This is how it's gonna be for next week." So I like the conversation.
Yeah, it's really just, for the wives to kind of just vent about, because it does take a lot of time. And, I never collected anything. So it's not something that I'm like, oh my God, physical stuff. But Phoebe, did you ever collect things as a kid?
I don't remember. Maybe I remember having a whole bunch of Barbies.
Okay.
But as a kid, I wish I would have, right now as an adult, like learning this community, I wish I would have saved it instead of coloring them.
I know. I would cut their hair.
Yes. Yes. And I had a whole bunch of Barbies, and now those Barbies could have cost me a whole bunch of money. And look, coming now.
Did you grow up with, I know obviously Ninja Turtles and stuff like that. Did you
Yeah.
Did you grow up with anything, or what was your go-to, Saturday morning cartoon or something like that?
Oh, Channel 11 always was my Saturday. So I don't know if Loco Lu told you guys this, and please don't hate me. Please don't hate me, but I'm about to say something.
This is a safe space.
So, Dragon Ball Z,
Yes.
right? Everybody knows Dragon Ball Z. I hate them.
Why?
I used to love them as a kid watching the cartoon, but then, why do they scream for a whole week? It just threw me. I'm like, that's it. It literally is I don't want to see Dragon Ball. I have two sides. What he showed you, I don't know what he took over my side with a bunch of stuff. You know what? I'm gonna let you put some figures, right? Some collectibles there.
Big mistake.
Don't put Dragon Ball Z.
Don't want to see it. Okay.
No. I just don't like it.
The actual figures or the cartoon or just everything? I think somebody had mentioned that they do look like children.
They do.
Yeah, somebody had I think it's Goku, and I mean they have the little kid, right? But they're yeah, their faces kind of looks like a little kid, and I was like, yeah, I could see that actually.
Yeah, I don't hate them. I don't like them.
Okay, you just don't want to see them. Okay.
Yeah, I don't want. It's just I don't know. And then everybody, I remember commenting one of his posts. I think it was on Facebook, and I put that in. I was like, how dare your wife say that? You like Dragon Ball Z?
That's the point of the chats, to just troll everybody, really, and that's really the only reason.
The master
I'm there.
of trolling. The master of trolling right here. Gigi, yo, you got
It's so
It really does.
It's so fun.
She baned her husband. She baned Marco. I'm like, how
And
did you
then-
do that?
And then didn't vote for me too, Loco.
True.
And she
Sure.
didn't vote for you. Get out of here with that.
I'm a realist. I'm gonna tell you if you're bad, if you're no good.
I think I stole your vote, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Hey, you earned
Uh,
it. You earned it.
And so Logo Lu kind of alluded to Phoebe. So you collected dolls as a kid, but do you collect anything now?
No.
Yes, she does.
What do I collect? Remind me, and maybe I forgot.
Shoes, purses,
No, she said
makeup.
dolls, babe.
That's
Oh no,
collecting, though.
do you collect anything now? Other
Oh,
like
do I
anything?
collect anything now? I have my moments. So right now, what am I'm into? See, I have a moment, I have a phase. Well, I don't collect. I use them, like my makeup, right? Of course, I use them, right? But I have a moment. I have a year that it's all purse, and then I have a year that's all shoes.
All
Then
wallets, all
not
sandals,
wallets.
But at least
shirts.
you stick to something. It's like, all this year it's gonna be this.
Yeah,
This year it's
yeah.
gonna be this.
Now
I like that.
this. How many turtles can you have?
One for every year that comes out, baby. That's
No
I
doubt.
I actually really like the one you have displayed right there, Loco Lu.
Oh,
What is this?
thank you. This
I think this
is
is my favorite one too.
Yeah, it's dope. Cause it's
This
bigger,
is-
right?
that's what she said. You heard that, right? That's what she said, because it's bigger. 'Cause
This
it's
is a
bigger.
I
It's
was
bigger.
told this was a PG stream, so I am gonna keep away from any of that.
This is the 3-0 TMNT Michelangelo from the Michael Bay movies that a lot of people dislike. But me, I enjoyed them. I enjoyed
They got their place for sure.
Yeah, they have their place. This is not, it's not for everybody. You're not gonna like every iteration of a character. Like some people, they enjoy Nolan's Batman, others prefer Batfleck. Some say none of them are Batman and they go straight to Adam West. Some say Adam West is not Batman, is Keaton. So you pick and choose what you want. You know what I mean? What's up, Big Dog Pound? What's up, brother?
Why don't people like this one? I actually really, because it's too bulky or what?
It's aesthetics, the movie itself, because Megan Fox over here, my custom Megan Fox that she got me for my birthday. Yes, she contributes to my collection, but it's mostly turtle stuff and Deadpool stuff. But it's because she knows those are my favorites. Those are my go-tos. And I don't ask all the time. It's usually like a birthday gift, maybe a Father's Day gift, or a Christmas gift. But it's never, oh, babe, can you get this for me because I want it? No. I pay for my own hobby. You know what I mean? It's my addiction. So I pay for my addiction.
And if she buys something for you, does she get it for you? Or, because like, similar with Marco and I will not, it's too, like, where to get it from, the shipping, all of this stuff. Like, I'm not about to do all of that research. So here's the money, you go get it. Or Phoebe, do you actually
She just finances the hobby.
Yeah.
So
don't lie.
Is it like a surprise? Is it like a surprise that you give to him, or?
I did surprise him for the last turtle, which I think looked like the same he has here, but he didn't know that he was gonna get it. I knew I had a hookup because one of my teacher assistant, he's a collectible of turtles too.
Oh wow!
So he had the hookup about this. The one that the Target had out and never couldn't. It was not grabs. What they call, babe?
You want me to explain it?
Yes,
real quick?
please.
Okay.
I don't know the name of it. Help me out.
For those who are in the know, the Turtles in Disguise 4-pack, which was a Target exclusive, you could have got it at the NECA store at one point. But see, here's how good I am and how good it comes back to you. I had an opportunity to buy the 4-pack myself, but it fell in our anniversary. So I sacrificed what I wanted and got her anniversary gifts.
What a good man. That's how you balance right there.
Plural. And come full circle, almost a year. We got a couple of months to make a year for that to actually happen into fruition. But she got it for me in advance, and I got it.
Aw, that's really sweet.
So it worked out.
That's beautiful.
I could never surprise Marco like that. He's always like on the threads,
I
trying to figure it out.
I'm pretty good surprising. I actually told him that's it. They didn't come and NECA didn't ship it. NECA, forget it. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Next thing I know, I come with a big bag. from work, and I'm like all wrapped up. My teacher assistant actually wrapped it up, Mr. Andre.
Aw.
If you're there, I don't know. I put the link on Instagram. I don't know if he's there. But he wrapped it up. He was like, "I'll wrap it up for you." But the boss is like, "Is that per penny?" I'm like, "Actually, that's for you."
Oh, that's really sweet. I could never.
You
Marco's just
really
like
could never.
I really could never. I will try to get things for him. He's up like 4 in the morning, like scrolling, and I was like, here's the money, go get it. And
So we told this story a few times, but I wanted the PS5, and she was like, "Yeah, I'll just go to the store and go get it." I was like, "That's not how it works. Like, you gotta do way more research." So she's not good with that stuff. So I just have her give me the money, and then we go
And
from
see,
there.
just to show that everyone is the same. Mark said, I told my wife she should file taxes single with 3 kids because not a fully functionally adult.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this much: when it comes to collecting, it's just like any other hobby or habit. If you can't afford to fund it, don't do it. That's just
Say it
common
louder
sense.
for the people in the back, Loco.
If you can't afford it, don't do it. Let me stop.
I feel attacked. I feel attacked right now. But no, I'm
No,
joking.
no, 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 Marco. You could afford it. It's just that can you afford the real estate? Because right now that's the problem I'm facing. That's why I'm shrinking down my collectibles from the small stuff into the big scale stuff, which means I have to choose what's going to be predominantly in my collection.
You do have to pick a lane for sure. For
And
sure.
so, Loco, when you said that there was a gap between from when you collected as either like a young adult or a kid or whatever onto what how many years would you say that gap was there? Was
The
it like
gap,
several years, like over 10
several years,
years?
several years. So I would say my early teen years into my early 20s. So let's say about good 6 7 years of me not collecting, and all I was doing was dancing, and I would travel the country to dance. So I would have battles in Florida, Tennessee,
Wow.
Boston, Rhode Island, Pennsylvania. I just haven't gone to Cali yet. I want to go to Cali. I need somebody to show me around. Marco,
Yeah, you guys can
Come
come.
through, pops. Let's go.
We have
yeah.
a back house that it has
Let me
its
tell
own.
you, not because he's here, but
Mm-hmm.
you invite him to anywhere. It could be a barbecue get together. There's music. He is the entertainment. He's the entertainment. Like he really I'm telling you, everywhere I take him, he's like
Life of the party.
the life.
I
I'm
try.
telling you, the life of the party.
I try.
Like we went to Mexico, right?
Oh yeah. Oh, for my birthday, it was a nice little vacation that she surprised me with. She's like, "Hey,
Nice. Wow, you
I'm gonna
are
take you
Phoebe.
somewhere."
You got it.
Phoebe, he definitely doesn't deserve you. We knew that before,
What
but
you
it's been
talking
confirmed.
about? Like, do you know how many men I had to fight to get this girl? Like,
Big
listen,
facts.
listen. I had to make sure I took her off the market, and you can't do that with just figures, baby. You got to do that with a lot of pizzazz, a lot of personality, a lot of el caliente sazón, ya tú sabes, okay? So, look at her. I can't.
He's making me blush.
No. Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Mike is like, I had to learn how to but yeah, he was the life of the resort. People were looking for him. I was just because I'm tagging along, but it was looking for him. Where is he at? Oh, he'll come sit with us. Like they would say, but see, the resort picked us to cook with the executive chef. Is like
Wow.
All right. Real quick. I'm gonna sum it up real quick. Flight lands in Cancun. We go into the resort. We check into the resort. We're exhausted because it was a long flight. Go in, take a shower, and we go straight to the bar. And we see a bunch of magicians and comedians and whatever the case may be, and it was fun. And the disco went on right after we had dinner. So it's in the same lounge. It was called Piano Lounge, and there they had.
Remember that.
I remember everything.
I remember the name of it.
That was that's the thing. I remember everything of that vacation. That was like the best gift I've ever received in my life. And the thing is this, I was able to share it with her, and you know, she
Aw.
was my spotlight of the vacation, but I was the life of the party. Ya tu sabe. So
Yeah, he was. That's
so
definitely
that night, everybody was dancing, having a good time, and then they played some b-boy music. And you already know, if you know me, you play some music, I'm gonna get down. And it's gonna be a battle. It's worse than Pose Wars. I'm telling you.
I gotta watch these post wars.
They're a lot of fun. It's just like them stressing out, ruining figures.
Stressing
It's
out.
because
Who's
the
stressing out?
Like,
because the figures get ruined. Marco's like Iron Man fell and got scratched. I
Oh,
mean,
Tony. That's right.
it's kind of funny though. So I'm here for it. Yeah, yeah, Phoebe, you
Not
definitely
no
have
fault.
to.
I was doing too much at that point.
And so Loco, what was the thing like what all of a sudden just like prompted? Was it like you saw a figure or like what really like after having a sabbatical, like how did you like come back and be like, did it happen slowly? Did it happen all at once? Because Marco happened like all at once.
Well, for me, um, when I came back from the sabbatical of just not collecting and stuff, it was around the time Iron Man 1 came out. And that's when I started getting hooked into the Marvel Legends stuff. So this is before I got to the 6 scale, you know, and it was like I see these dolls and I'm like, I will never pay $300 for this figure. I will never pay 200 and some odd dollars for this figure.
Can you imagine dropping $300 on a figure right at that time? Like, it seemed ludicrous, right?
Bro, it was ludicrous in my head, and I'm like, nah,
It
man.
still is probably ludicrous, but
You know, for $100, I could get a wave of 10 figures that build a big giant figure. I didn't need to buy a big figure for $300 when I could buy a whole wave of little figures with pieces to make one giant figure. If anybody remembers, Pitt was like the number one figure to get from what was it? Legendary Comic Book Heroes, which was the last run for a Toy Biz before Toy Biz got bought out by Hasbro. And only people who collect Marvel Legends would know this. But I was intrigued when I saw Hot Toys, and for a long period of time, I would collect the little stuff. I would, stray into overseas stuff, which is like SH Figure Arts, so on and so forth. So that's where Dragon Ball comes in, which she doesn't like. She hates it with a passion, and I still love to.
She told us.
I heard her, but I still once in a while play it on my phone, and it will just be the theme of Goku transforming. It won't be no sound. And she's just traumatized with the scream. So she hears the, babe, turn that down. I can't stand it no more. I'm like, but it's just the music. No, I can hear it screaming in my head. It's hilarious. Hilarious. But from going into to that, right, I had a binge. And around the time Sideshow announced Deadpool, the Turtles came out, and I had just finished watching the Deadpool movie and whatnot. Everything was just coming out. And I'm like, okay, I need to get this, I need to get that. So my first figure was a Sideshow Deadpool. Then it was the 3-0 Turtles. And then I got Sideshow Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow. And then I started getting little things here and there, like RoboCop from 3-0, Akuma from a different company, but it's Capcom brand. And I just got into the 6 scale stuff, but it started getting a little bit more out of hand when I got into Spider-Man. Spider-Man, I had to buy every version of Spider-Man.
And there's so damn many of them too.
Oh my god!
Why is that the thing? Why is that the move? I don't understand.
Here's the reason. Here's the reason. If you identify with one of these Spider-Men, specifically Peter Parker, he has so many different costumes and different iterations of himself. And if you are familiar with his story, you would follow it to the T. And if you would like that, you cop it. And here's the thing. Marco, do you have the Iron Spider from the PS4 Spider-Man line?
Oh man, that's one
Let
that
me
I
get
desperately
Pancake
wanted, but I haven't gotten it yet.
She's like, no.
See, look, she walked away.
She said
She said that's enough of that.
No. But here's the thing. when you get that, because I got mine's with the NRD from Sideshow, and I'm going to be paying that off, real soon.
Oh,
So,
there you go. Okay.
so that right there is a figure that you want to have because of its presence, and it's more so of the presence of the figure and what it relates to. So, like, see, she didn't hear nothing I said. She didn't hear nothing I said.
The last part I heard was, do you have the golden spider? Which I have to say, and Phoebe, let me know what your thoughts are about this, because that's about the only other iteration that I'm like, okay, that one's different. All the other Spider-Mans, it's just blue and red. Like, one's shiny, one's not shiny, one's more like spandexy. Like, that's the only difference.
Black, one is yellow.
Oh, yeah.
Well, see, look. When y'all see Spider-Man, you have to see Spider-Man the way we see y'all in a group, in a club, right? It's like, this is one hottie, this is another hottie, this is another hottie, and this is the new hotness, okay? And we're not judging based on physical aesthetics alone. It's like, okay, she got a nice outfit. She looked like one of those teachers I could take home. Wink, wink. Look at this one.
You didn't meet me in the club.
Oh, I didn't have to. I brought the club to you. I am the club, baby.
I was about to say, Loco Lu, you're gonna bring it everywhere you go.
I'm DJ. I'm a disco ball, yes, and I roll around, baby. I roll around. Let me stop. But that's the way we see your figures. It's like, oh, that's a hot one. That's a hot one. That's a hot one. But some of us can't collect them all, and we only collect the ones that matter to us the most. So I don't have every Spider-Man yet. And I say the words yet because I am a big Spider-Man fan. I am a big Deadpool fan. I am a big Turtle fan. And those are the IPs that I gravitate to the most, and I have to have them as representations on my shelf. And because I'm shrinking down my collection from the small stuff to the bigger stuff, I could allow myself to have the space for that in representation on my shelf. Now, the shelving units I used to have in my old apartment would be a couple of levels that was drilled into the wall, and I would literally take out my figures every week to make sure that they're, dust free, reposed, and constantly fidgeted, around. My OCD was like, oh no, we need to change that pose. We need to change that pose real quick, Papa. No, that ain't looking so hot.
That's the best part about figures, though, right? Like, you can always be tweaking them. It's like, you get a new pose, you got a new figure almost.
Yeah, put it like this: whatever we want to do to you, we can do to it. And more. Meaning, if we
took a turn.
Yeah, it went dark real quick. It went really dark. But let me give you an example. Of how I actually do things a little different. Is that pancake? That pancake?
She's wilding out. I walked her for like 2 miles.
Drink water. Okay, thank you. Drink water.
I just give it to you.
Drink water, my love.
I also got to take care of my kid real quick. Let me go get her a treat.
Okay, cool. So
keep telling us about the posing. Yeah, go for it.
So with the posing, it's something that came naturally, and I always did this with the smaller figures because of articulated comic book art. Now, for those who don't know what articulated comic book art is, it's basically a group of individuals that was a part of the Marvel Legends community, and the name was founded by Bug Nice 10, who's my boy, and he is like putting vocabulary into it. And we started in YouTube showing off all these figures in displays, like big, massive displays. So imagine you have a street scene, right? And you have like 50 ninjas and a daredevil fighting all of them. That will be the display that we will show off on YouTube.
Oh, sick. Okay.
So we would have comic book cutouts. So we will have like multiple issues of a comic book that we get, like usually free comic book day, and we'll see if they have any good stuff like punches, pals, and all that other stuff. Cut them bad boys out and stick it to it, and give it that comic book effect. Now, some people took that and applied it to the 6 scale within the community. So a lot of things that the community is doing now, it's been done before. It's just that it's a different language. So what we would call a museum pose, right? It's called a vanilla pose because it's just straight up and down. What we call a character pose, it's a character pose. There's a one-on-one right there. So we have these vocabularies for these collectibles, and this is the language we speak when it comes to figures. And when it came to the big stuff, it was just like, all right, I could do more, get in there, but it's different. It's very different because you're dealing with weight, you're dealing with mass, and you're dealing with distance, and you're dealing with different types of lighting, because sometimes the same lighting that you use for a smaller figure does not work for a bigger figure. So,
And on that, since so I can see how let's talk about how like the budgeting both of time and money, like when you started, because
Yeah.
the small
Can we start with money, perhaps, Gigi, and maybe we can give Phoebe the background on. She's looking at her face. She's like, I'm
I
running the
was
show. Why are you
getting
hopping in?
there, sir. You know what? Just
Let
mute
me ju-
yourself. Let me mute
Let me
you.
just say, let me give Phoebe the background though. So, Phoebe, for every figure that I get, I pay a tax to our shared account 1-to-1, right? So if I'm getting Venom, that's $400. Griselda's like, you need to put $400 into our shared account for vacations, for house repairs. It's a tough game racket that she's got going on. But so that's how we found balance. It's working so far. I'm a little bit past due on some of my payments, but
I'm gonna
we're
start
trying to
charging
make
credit.
that. Yeah.
So
So,
like I think because when Marco started collecting, it just like Phoebe, it just came all out. Like it was like you have 10 toys, like I mean sorry, 10 collectibles, like what? Like
just
once
10?
immediately, like within like
And
two
one
months.
time, that's you
Just
too.
no,
You got
just
10
10?
back.
No,
And I'm
that's
just
how,
within
more
two
than that.
months, coming from
that's how it
0 to
happens.
10, I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. And these are not cheap. So we know we tried different things. I was like, okay, you can only have X, Y, and Z, or you cannot have two of two things. And then that went out the window. And so it just kept like, how they do. So I was like, okay, you're going to pay 1-to-1. So it makes you think, because again, space and money, right? It makes you think, do I really want this figure? Is it, so he got the 2-pack for the Joker.
Yeah, the rooted 2-pack for the Joker.
So I think it's like,
Oh,
or
halfsies? You want to go halfsies?
so it's like
Maybe let's
$1,000.
talk.
Okay,
And I
we'll
was
talk.
like, you have to put $1,000 into our shared account. And again, it's not money for me. It's like I really value more like vacations, or like like Marco's in Vegas right now, and I was just like, go. And it's not about, Marco likes to think that it's like about the money. It's not about the money. It's just like I think like an experience is gonna be more like, will bring more joy to me than like a figure. But it's because I didn't grow up collecting things, and so physical things don't mean as much as more like
She's,
eating.
she's taking notes. She's taking notes.
This is toxic. We shouldn't have
No,
done
no,
this
no,
for
no, no,
you.
no, no, no.
Sorry, Loco.
No. Don't be sorry, because you want to know something? Maybe this is a good rub off to make the balance work a little bit more, because here's the thing with us, balancing it out is something we haven't really figured out. And what I usually try to do is, like, whenever I get myself something, I treat my wife to something. Like, I'll give her like $100 for her cab fare for work, or babe, here, you going to do your hair? All right, here, that's for you, and that's for tipping coffee or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I'll do things like that on the side. What's this? This just ruin the man's collectible. No, because I already said I was going to downsize and get moments that I need in my collection, because these figures take up real estate. A lot of my little figures take up more real estate because I have multiples of them, and they don't do nothing but sit there in boxes.
Yes, but I like Gigi's idea.
Of course you do.
Buy something, put in a share account, let's enjoy a vacation. That's me. You met me as a travel girl. Like, I love to travel.
I love to travel too.
That's my thing. Like, you want to make me happy? Babe, here's a vacation. Let's go.
No. To make her happy is simple stuff, right?
Yes, that's true.
Right. But the idea of me contributing more into a vacation, when all I do is sit back, I don't do nothing, I don't splurge, no nothing when I'm on vacation. I'm like, I want to stay still. I want to stay still. Give me one beer out of my own pocket. I'm gonna sit here in the sun, melt, and drink that cold one and fall asleep and get sunburned. That's it. This one I want to go eat here. I want to go do this. I want to go do that. I'm like, this. No.
I haven't been in this country, so let me see.
That's too much work. Say that for a weekend.
I'm the same, Phoebe. You and I can travel. The boys can stay with their collectibles.
That's okay.
I'll stay back with some beers.
I'm about to book a
Take the
flight
kids.
to where are you? LA, right?
California, Northern California. Mhm.
Okay, California. So
The Bay Area, closer to the
Oh.
Bay Area, like San Francisco.
Yeah.
bye.
Okay. Okay. She says
I'm
bye. She says
trying
bye.
to-
But as soon as she's outstays her welcome, she be like this, baby, I'm coming home. Like, no, stay there. Bye. Bye.
I'll stay my welcome.
But yeah, that's what we do. So okay, so you guys haven't found really like yet.
Not a budget balance when it comes to like the way you guys do it, but I always find a way to sacrifice my collection to get something for her, specifically Mother's Day, birthday, even our anniversary. And no, it's not. That's not an occasion. An occasion is like, okay, I feel like doing it once, and 2 years later, I decide to do it again. That's
Phoebe, Marco would never do that. Marco would never.
Thank you, Gigi.
So I will.
Look at Marco.
Say, I will give this one to Lou because Marco would never.
But that's okay.
She ain't wrong.
Like you are going overboard collecting.
No.
Yes. Like I come home yesterday, there's like a whole bunch of stuff of turtles. What is that?
Exclusives, which I just showed you.
Every single day. Let me tell you, you guys tell me, educate me. Okay, Marco, you could too. Yeah.
She don't listen.
Every day there's an exclusive of something.
Well, so here's the tough part, Phoebe, right? There's certain things that are time sensitive, right? So it could be every day for like a run of, a few weeks or a little bit of time. Like this Joker 2-pack that we were talking about, there was a 3-day window to order it. And, it was a $1,100 set, right? See, you were a smart man. You didn't even go there.
I couldn't get it.
And I bet
Yeah, exactly. You didn't even go there.
No, I didn't go there. I couldn't afford it. Since I couldn't afford it, I'm not going to talk about it.
So, but wait. Gigi, I know that it's us, you interview us, but I have a question for Gigi. So does Marco get frustrated when he's like, oh my god, I couldn't get it, and all bummed out in bad mood because he didn't get a figure?
So I think in the past he would be like more. I think like with the PS5 and like with shoes, he would, because he also collects shoes. Like that was kind of it. But now I think because we've talked about budgeting, like he's very like regimented about like, okay, I have this in the budget. I don't have this in the budget, kind of like that. He has his own spreadsheet that he doesn't share with me. Mm-hmm. And so he knows what his budget is, again, because like Loco Lu said, like we can't spend more than, we have. Like if you can't afford it, don't get it. And so, yeah. And so that's how he is. But there are some times, so like with the Gambit one or the Cajun dealer.
Cajun car dealer, yeah.
I don't have it. I want it, but I don't have it. I missed the boat on it when it was cheap. Now that figure is like damn near 3 times the price it was when it first.
I've seen a few on some groups for like $295. Still more than you want to pay, but it's decent.
Okay, this is not a negotiation part anyway.
No, that gives hope. No, that gives hope because here's the thing. I could sacrifice one figure that I wanted to get in the future that isn't releasing until like the next 2 years and get something now at the price point that I have now. Enjoy that. And if I need to take something out of my my collection to get that future figure, it's basically I'm swapping one car for a new car.
That's how you balance right there.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I like that.
Mm-hmm. I already sold a couple of figures. That's how I got these figures.
We had talked about that, but Marco, it didn't work out that way. So
Phoebe, like I don't know that you finished your question though. Sorry, Goody. So I'll let you finish.
No, she was saying if you get frustrated. And so with the Cajun car dealer one, he was frustrated and he was like, I'm like walking around in the living room and he was like, I really want, like out loud, right? It's just like, I really want
and
this.
And it just
one.
wasn't in the budget. Like
I'm telling the story.
Okay,
if you don't mute yourself.
Not in front of my friends. Okay, go for it.
And then he was like,
oh, I got you.
surprise, but it's not in the budget. And I was like, oh, what is that? But he's like visibly, right, like frustrated. And I was like, what does that mean? It's not in the budget. Like, he was like, it's not in the budget. I can't get it. It's not in the budget. Like, so he sets his own budget, on his own. And then that's kind of how he is. But yeah, I mean, like, just like talking to himself, like, oh, I should have gotten that. Oh, I should have gotten that. Oh, that's so cool. I should have gotten that.
And then he's in a bad mood, right? And then he's like, oh, like, why didn't I get, like, I missed out.
Well, here's the thing. It's not so much about just missing out. It's more of, I know I'm going to get it in the collection. And if I can't obtain it now, it's going to cost more. And it's better to get it when it's at its cheapest, knowing that you want it before you pay aftermarket prices. Because all you doing is filling up someone else's pocket, which is something you don't want to do. And this is why the stress is there, because you know that you have to work twice as hard to get that money, to get that figure in your collection, to have that enjoyment. And it's a bitter pill to swallow, but some of us do it and some of us don't. Say, nope, it's not for me. I can't do it. It's too far out of my reach.
Okay, so for you, Loco, if you don't get it, if you miss out on it, you know that down the line you're going to get it anyway? Or it's just like, is that what you're saying? Like,
no, he always says like, no, I lost. It's gonna be so much. It's gonna cost $1,000. I'm not gonna be able to.
Okay, good.
I have a limit. See, here's the thing. This is plastic, pleather, silicone, and all that other stuff put together, right? And I could also appreciate things from afar, right? But possessing something and being able to show your artistry through it, through the posing, through cameras and stuff like that, that's expression. But it's also your piece. You own a piece of history. This is yours, right? So,
and yeah, and he is, so Phoebe, I don't think you've watched the Posing Wars, but I'm sure you see him posing at home. But he is a excellent poser. He is really good. I am always very impressed. So, and I also like that you, like, when we see him on his streams, like at work and like posing them at work, I really enjoy that, because I like, if you're gonna, I get, they get damaged, but it's for your enjoyment. So I actually really, really do like that Loco Lu does actually play with them. Is that a term? Play with them?
Yeah. I'm playing with my toys.
I really love that. I do really love that. And I don't think I've seen anybody, like handle the toys as much as Loco Lu does. And so I'm like, if you're going to buy something that's that expensive, I know you don't want to like ruin it, but and I guess what I've learned is different collectors get different enjoyment. Some people like to just see them. Other people like to, pose them and stuff like that. So I think you're doing it right, Loco Lu. I would be like, displaying them all the time. And yeah, and it sounds like
mitten box collectors, like people who buy stuff just to keep it in the box and look at the box. I don't get it. If it's a window box and it's up for display and you can look at the insides and see all the stuff, okay, I may give it a pass if it's something that's a signature edition, something that's an exclusive, but you could also buy a separate piece that is something you could play with, kind of like the Fugitoid, which is something that I got recently that she's talking about, the Ninja Turtle stuff. Now, the reason why that's Chase is because there's a signature of Kevin Eastman, the co-creator of the Ninja Turtles, signature in it, and it's a rarity. It's limited. They don't tell you the number, but once it sells out, it's sold out, and you can't find it anymore. That's it. Right now, when it first came out, it was $100 at the store or in the online store. Good luck trying to find it less than $200.
Oh, wow. So would you say now that you're, Loco Lu, like you mentioned, now you're scaling down, and then Phoebe's saying there is no, there's not as much balance as she would like to see right now. Do you think there will be more balance in the future because now you're going to larger scales and they're more expensive? And because I can also see the smaller scale, they're still not cheap. I think I saw them at Target for like $30 or something like that, right?
$30 is $30. That's nothing.
But then it starts adding, like you get so many more of them. So at the end of the day, it could become more expensive, I'm assuming, right?
Well, it depends, because here's the thing. With the little stuff, the common thing is reissue or new paint job or a little tooling that separates one from the other, and it's very small and far from between. My love, my love. So basically, you end up with the same exact Iron Man over and over and over again. So imagine seeing 3 versions of this, and it's like very small details that you can't tell the difference from. It's a waste of money. It's a waste of volume. It's kind of a waste of plastic. But if you get something that stands out like this, and that is considered what we call a grail piece, and grail pieces is something that it's emotional or something that is rare and has a higher price tag. This was $215, the best $215 I ever spent, because right now, good luck trying to get this guy under $400.
So is the answer now answer the question? Is the answer yes?
That's why I
Maybe
looked
there's
at him. I'm like,
more balance coming
Of
in the
course.
future.
No, of course. Of course there's more balance. More balance in the way I collect, but she's never going to see that because her perspective and my perspective of balance and collecting is completely different. So
so
how so? Because your version is, you see how, all right, Gigi, can you do me a solid and move your head a little bit to the side, the other side? Yeah, you go. You see that? That's something that
that's
my wife
beautiful.
wants. You see?
Beautiful. But if you see his store, like back there behind those doors, is how many boxes do you need? Like, why are they in boxes? Like,
Exactly, because
why are you bringing more? I come
Can I
home and I
explain?
see like 3 boxes.
Can I explain?
Okay, go ahead.
Because I had purchased extras for resale for the future. And here's the thing, a lot of the stuff that I hold gained value. So right now, my 4-pack Ninja Turtles that came from NECA, that was based on the 90s movie. And it's the one that looks like a VHS tape, right? That one right now is going for $1,000. So I could easily just put that up for auction and see if I could get equal or close to that amount if someone really truly wants it.
And Phoebe,
Right?
how do you feel about that investment component of it?
It's too much. I think I stressed enough here. Too much. I think I like the idea, so I was taking notes. I like the idea of I think he needs to look at budgeting, right?
I do budget.
Gigi and Phoebe need their own show.
I was shaking my head. Yes, not at the budgeting, but at your own show for sure.
Yes, I think that he needs to look at the Marco's like he needs to look at budgeting because he needs to say, okay, I love the fact that don't get me wrong, guys. Like I like the fact that it's a very interesting word, a collectible word, right? I like it. I might not I might be bickering all the time. Why you got so much? Why you got so much? Because I see them every day. I mean, I'm surprised if I go upstairs, there's probably a box for him. I don't know what. Maybe another Ninja Turtle that has a blue. Maybe Leonardo has a pink bandana. I don't know. It's like everything is different.
Oh, so you don't have so Marco only has his collection in one room. Like it's not allowed to go outside.
All right, stop giving Phoebe ideas, okay?
So, Loco Lu, do you have your collection kind of everywhere?
No, he has it in one room. Yeah, he has it in one room. But like since this house is like 4 floors with the attic and the basement, he has it here in the in the lower level. And then but it still look clustered. I hate cluster.
She hates clutter.
Clutter, yes.
Clutter. Even if it's boxes stacked up, if it looks like a warehouse, it's clutter to her. Even if I have it stacked up Tetris style and it looks flat, it's clutter to her because it's not open space like she sees behind you. It's one figure and one cube. But here's the thing, that one figure in one cube is so much volume and empty space there. You could appreciate the figure. But me, I like dioramas. I like adding, I like team setups. I like displaying in a different way.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
That's how I display. Like earlier, I showed you the setup of the turtles, right? They're there for now until I get my cube setup. My cube setup is going to be a diorama piece where everything fits in cohesively. So that way, when you're looking at it, it's going to be something that's like, can we look at that again? Like a museum style, because I used to work at a museum as a security guard, and that right there is very museum-esque, where you can solo an item and everything's either in the black or in a white backdrop. But if you have something that's kind of like a miniature, like you see in like the Museum of Natural History, you'll see Native American stuff and like the water, the canoes, and the beaches and stuff like that. Like
They got a
somebody,
whole scene going on.
yeah, a whole scene going. That's my favorite part of the museum, where you see a whole scene telling a story, and that's what I want to do in my collection.
Love
So
it. And I think there is no wrong way to do it, right? Like there's
exactly,
some people think that my setup is sterile. I'm looking at John, the everyday collector, who was throwing some shade at me the other day. I'm like, hey,
No.
that's what I like. He likes, his. There's no wrong way to do it.
no,
But,
there's
yeah.
no, absolutely not, because the figure itself is the piece for the 6 scale community, right? It's the piece right there. Everything else is extra sauce. You know what I mean? This is your meat. Maybe you throw a little accessory here. That's a potato, and then your veggies and your salsa is on the outside, right?
The veggie and the salsa.
Yeah, the veggie and the
Just got
salsa.
away with words.
I always do, baby. You know this, man. Listen, I just came in for the pizza. All right, I just came in for the pizza.
We all do. We all do. Yeah, Marco and I, like, we're still kind of, I mean, he has the tax, and I feel like that's kind of the way that I am able to, try to manage it. But still, the
It's
same
still
thing.
out of control, though.
It's still, yeah, it's just like, and sometimes he's like, actually, the other day, I want to buy a camera. So Phoebe, I don't collect anything. I like some like purses, like Kate Spade specifically, because they're weird. But I don't really wear purses because I forget them everywhere and I'm gonna lose them. I'm just very bad at like I lose my keys all the time. And then I think so. I really want.
She can't be trusted with material possessions, to be honest. She can't be
that's
trusted
really
with
it.
expensive stuff.
But I really want a camera, and it's like close to $2,000. I've been wanting this camera for 10 years. Okay.
I told him that I want a camera too.
Yeah, 10 years. The Canon specifically. It's like
What's the compromise though?
So we were walking the other day, and he
Oh,
was like,
forever.
he was like, so are you gonna pay a tax too, boy? No.
Yes.
That's not how this
I don't
works.
know. I think that's fair. That's fair.
Well, I'll say this: if you get a camera that is for your hobby and your pleasure, right, and you're gonna buy like a printer for the film, and you're gonna actually buy, printouts so that way you could print out your own stuff. It might be fair depending if it's your hobby and you want to go that route, because that could get very expensive too.
Ben has a very good
facts.
point. So the one thing I was like, oh, I can. He asked, can Marco use it for figure photography? And I was like, oh, I can take pictures of your figures. So at that point, it's a joint.
She did sell me on that. I was like, get it, let's go, get it. But I do want that tax. Though. I will be collecting that tax.
She suckered you.
Yeah.
She's like this. Here's the shot of the collection. That's it. I don't have to
We good.
post it. I don't have to do nothing to it. Marco, here, just bring it. Put it right there. Yeah, I'll take a picture of it. Yeah. Click. Okay, go. Bye.
You already know how this is going to go down.
Oh, I know, because here's the thing: the camera is not for technically us, especially if they're gonna have, the ring light or something like this. My wife has this big square. I can't bring it. It's plugged in for the lighting, but she has like this Hollywood Broadway show style light setup for her makeup and whatever. And let me just say this: it's nice. It helps her, hook up her face. It turns, a clown's frown upside down.
My God.
What can I say? I'm just saying, for real. It's like,
First of all, that was my brother that gave me that for Christmas. So
same difference.
for my
It doesn't matter
birthday
who
or
you got.
Christmas.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The point is this: is that you take so many selfies with your own phone.
No, I don't.
I want to see how you're gonna take a selfie with yourself like this. Like, okay, I'm gonna use my phone. Click up.
I used to
click,
take a lot of
click,
selfies when
click.
we first met. I know.
And Phoebe, what would you what would you want to photograph?
Herself.
Oh no. I always like not myself.
She got
But
it late.
I like scenery. I like the nature. It attracts me, especially the sun, the sunset. I like all of that. I like taking photo of nature. So that's something that I will really want. And my daughter, she's growing.
Okay, you
We
want to
have
put
a
that to the test?
4-year-old. And of course of me, but not his figure.
No.
Mine.
You want to put it to the test?
I'll do what Gigi said.
No, you want to put it to the test right
What?
now? Look at your phone and see how many photos you got of scenery versus yourself.
Now,
'Cause-
my
'cause
phone. My phone.
I got scenery. When we went to DR, I got scenery. So all the landscape and stuff I caught because I don't know when's the next time I'm going.
Yeah, color.
Get
Speaking-
inspiration from there.
Speaking
But
of-
Loco though, we they are worth taking a picture of. You and I, a little less so, a
Big
little
facts.
less so. But
Now,
the
baby,
ladies,
I'm the prize here. You see that?
I mean,
here,
we're still
baby?
nice. We're still nice, but
Speaking of numbers, Phoebe, if you could guess how many,
Over.
I'm coming to you, Loco Lu, after, but I want Phoebe's first. How many figures do you think that Loco Lu owns?
If I could guess a number,
No, you
Yeah.
can't. You can't.
I could guess a number.
No, because you can't. The bins have more than 100 per. bin.
No, but she's saying figures, not what the you're not counting the pieces, right, inside, right? Just
Right, just the figures.
figures. So I guess he has about 100 or more.
That's it. That's all you think I got?
I'm
no, that's right, Loco. You got 100. You got 100.
No.
How many do you have?
She didn't get her numbers
so,
right.
Wait. So how much do you have? Because like maybe I do have it wrong because it's too much.
I have
Don't
over,
snitch on yourself right now, bro.
No. I have over 4,000 collectibles.
Wait,
I can't.
where?
Wait,
How
go
does that
where?
even fit?
They're in bins. They're the old collectibles, small ones. That's what I'm saying. She's not gonna guess it because she doesn't know.
They're
She doesn't
in
count it.
bins.
The ones that's in boxes are individual figures with pieces and stuff like that, but you count that as a figure because it comes all together. But what makes the space so much? Come here, baby. I know you bored, baby. Come here, say hi.
Hi.
So basically, it collects a lot of volume, right?
Okay.
So my idea is when I get my case that I'm hooking up myself, because I had to cancel my module case, I'm actually going to build my own case. It costs a third of the price, and it could still be like hooked up to the nines.
That's awesome.
Yep.
So
Wait. Let me finish.
Go
Let me
ahead.
finish. Let me
Because
finish.
I want to ask something.
Because here's the thing. With Hot Toys boxes and Mezco boxes, it's sacrilege to get rid of it. It's forbidden to get rid of it. But NECA, Marvel Legends, and all that other stuff, that can be, tossed to the side.
Toss to the side or toss to the garbage?
Tossed to the side. So the side is garbage, same difference. The curb is the side, isn't that?
Oh no, I thought toss to the side, like toss to the corner of the wall.
No.
Oh, okay.
Jesus. You see what I gotta do it? You see what I gotta do it? Oh my goodness.
No, you understand? Like he shows me these nice, what are they called, boxes? What is it, wall boxes or what with the lights? Where you want to put the figures at?
Oh, the module cases. I showed her
Yeah.
the module cases, but I showed her something different that I can make myself.
Yeah. So it looks as beautiful as Gigi's background, right? And I'm like, wow, if you do that, that's amazing. So we're gonna get rid of the box, right? He's like, well, those 10 whatever boxes can I get rid of? But of course, the majority of them, the whatever Marvel, whatever he just said, could get put, into the garbage. I'm like, yes, because it's getting too much.
Hold up. I could literally count how many 6 scale figures I actually own because I own more little stuff than I own big stuff. So I got the 4 turtles, 2 versions of Snake Eyes, Storm Shadow, Sub-Zero, Akuma, Vulture, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Spider-Mans, 2 Venoms, and Venom. The Venom core, I got about, I'll say about 23, 24 of those actual pieces, right? For 6 scale, right? That doesn't compare to the little stuff that I got. You know what I mean? And the idea, like I said earlier, is to condense the little figures to put in the big stuff and have something a little bit more presentable, with the exception of turtles. Like, I gotta have my turtles. My turtles,
Gotta have it.
Spider-Man have to be there regardless what scale they're. That's my jam. But everything else I could start breaking down, with the exception of like Mezco 112 Collective and Hot Toys, because those are the creme de la creme of collecting. You know what I mean? You have soft goods. I got it. I got a matter of fact, I'll give you an example.
Uh-oh.
Phoebe, you're a saint, by the way. So is Gigi. You know, y'all put up with a lot of stuff, and
Yes.
we appreciate that.
And thank you for being here. I know, like I'm in law school too, so it's just like I know, and I don't even have a kid, so I really don't even know how like parents with kids do it. Like, bless you all, because I don't think I could do it. And so we do want to be respectful of your time, so we will be wrapping up here soon. But
We have to.
I know we got to do a part 2. 'Cause
Loco
this has
Lu,
been too much fun.
I think you should have Phoebe come into your stream, and we'll talk about what's coming up in your stream and stuff like that. I think, Phoebe, you should join Loco Lu and just air out all your grievances. I think that's really what the people want to hear.
She
All
could.
right, I'll do that. I'll do that.
She could, but she won't.
I would do it.
No, you won't. No, you won't. No, you won't. Because why you think you guys see me all the time?
You're just gonna say, I'm gonna give you 10 minutes and that's it. So
No, I'll give you.
Her 10 minutes is her making coffee, saying hi, bye, see you later.
No, I would.
I can relate to that, Lou.
Thank you.
If he tells me, like he told me last Saturday, it's like, hey, my friends Marco and Gigi wants to do this interview, then I already know in my head. I don't have to be. I could plan myself. I'm a good planner. He knows that. I'm a very good. Like I'm good with time. Hello, I'm a teacher. I have to be.
I
good
had to
with time
wait.
management.
I was the one who had to wait until she had a free day to make sure I contacted you saying, yo, listen, we're free this day. We have nothing planned. So I actually had to like shoehorn her into this day. But this was like right after she finished work. So she had like maybe 2 hours of, rest period before we started. So she made herself a pizza and, so on and so forth. But real quick, before, we X out, you see this right here? This is the Christopher Reeve Superman from Mezco.
Oh, there's Mezco. Okay. This is fire.
I was not able to get the Hot Toys version because I was late to the game. So I got me the smaller version, which gives me some type of representation. But Mezco and Hot Toys is like a smaller version of Hot Toys. It's just amazing. The quality.
Is Mezco the brand?
Mezco is the toy company, and the brand is
very
Mezco 112 Collective is the brand.
I see.
So when you see it's basically miniature Hot Toys.
Can you put that one on the screen one more time? Let me see if I can.
This is Captain Nemo from 10,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
That's not what I wanted.
See, it's all
that
about
one's that one has a lot of detail.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's beautiful.
Let me see if I can do this.
You got this, Gigi. You got this. I told you. It's all about
you.
You got this.
No pressure. I don't know how to do it.
It's okay.
I think we got a good idea.
And there's your Christopher Reeve Superman.
My favorite.
That head sculpt.
This one's your favorite, Phoebe?
My gosh.
I like Superman.
Okay.
So he can collect Superman. Let's get it going.
Okay, well, yeah, I didn't know about, like, I didn't realize how much detail those had. Those are kind of neat. But yeah, thank you guys so much for hopping on today. Thank you, Phoebe. I know that our schedules are extremely busy, and thank you for allowing us to get to know you a little bit better, and you as a couple, how you both, deal with the collecting thing. Marco and I...
his stream, he just has to tell me, and then I'll hop in. And
there you go, Loco Lu.
She says that now because she's on camera.
No, okay. Tell me
this is a verbal contract.
Yes. The day, right, Gigi? Me and Gigi were like this. Come on, Gigi. Tell me the day, honey, and then I will log in. Right?
Exactly. So, Loco Lu, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you have coming up?
Okay, what I'm gonna have is a small violin for my wife to play because it's never gonna happen. I asked her, she ain't gonna show up, or I'm gonna be like this.
We're okay with just having the exclusive, right? We had the exclusive Phoebe appearance. We love it.
Yeah, but on my channel, I'm gonna put a review up on two things. I'm gonna do a review on Captain Nemo, which you saw here right now.
Who is he?
Is that his real name?
Captain Nemo from from the novel 10,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Come on,
I've heard of it, but
Disney?
I've never. Yeah, no, I don't know. Sorry.
I don't.
Wow. See, Marco, you need to educate her. Get your Disney Plus up and show her.
I don't either. I'm
We got it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
See, like you tell them Twilight, they're like, oh yeah, I know Twilight. Look at laughter.
You
laughter.
had 2 mentions like Twilight. Wow.
Yeah, because that's all you know is Twilight. Give me
No,
some
I
vampires that
don't.
glitter in the
Well,
back. Oh yes.
That's
Like,
another
come on.
because I like to read vampires, watch movies about witches and monsters and the supernatural, right? So
Listen,
Harry
That's-
Potter?
Harry, ooh,
She's a Harry-
Yes.
I'm a Harry
Okay.
Potter fan. I'm a Harry Potter fan. That's different.
I will let you buy me a collectibles of Harry Potter.
Oh,
let's go. All right.
Yo, but Marco, tell me how expensive those are right now.
Doesn't matter.
No, but you know what?
It's
Queen
the
Studios,
collecting in
if they
us.
make it.
If Queen Studios makes it, then I'll have to get it. But she's gonna get sculpted hair, not rooted hair. I'm just saying.
Yeah, likewise. Gigi's getting the root, sculpted hair version only. That's it.
We're gonna talk later about the rooted hair Joker later on. But
You're so
But
mean.
hold on. We're still discussing my channel because we were about to close out. So I want to make sure we know we're on schedule. Okay. I'm just saying. Anyway, Captain Nemo, 2,000 Leagues Under the Sea. I'm going to be doing a review on him. And I got Fugitoid from NECA based on the Mirage comics. And I'm have both versions. I'm going to show off the signature version. And I'm going to do a review on the normal version. And then I should have up later on tonight or tomorrow my new segment on my channel called Panels. And Panels is going to be basically 3 specific poses that tell a story either from a comic book or from my own imagination, and you're going to see it done in a comic book format and put on the screen as a comic book format.
Wow, I love that.
That sounds awesome.
Think I might probably see how that is.
We'll log on in the chats, Phoebe. You and I will be just trolling the chats.
Yeah.
I enjoy the roast session, please, because Gigi, well, hold up, Pose Wars, you got to see the stuff that she was saying to Marco in the chat. Like, you don't understand.
Disrespectful.
The disrespect. Oh my God, it was like playing a basketball game with people that's just talking smack to you, but they're not even in the game. It was.
I think I
like,
would have tagged with Gigi.
Yeah. Definitely
We got to
join
make her a
next
YouTube
time.
account so she can troll the chats. That'd be awesome.
I'll use the vocabulary word. I don't think the articulation, Loco Lu, is right.
Now you got it.
I think. I'll do it.
That's perfect.
Just let me know.
It's really fun. It is really fun.
We got to get you in more chats. That would be really, really cool.
Aw. Well, thank you again. I never know what's going on in our channel. I will be taking a sabbatical for about a month because I have finals in May, and so I really.
Hear you.
What was that?
I said I hear you.
Yeah. So, because this does take up a lot of time, Marco's like the mic check, blah blah blah, and I was like, oh my God, he sent me the show sheet, which I never look at. I never get it, and he's like, can you please?
She had to look at for one time.
I literally looked at it like 10 minutes before we hopped on.
He showed me the questions, and he's like, yeah, like literally like a few minutes before it started. I'm like, okay, I think I got.
I like to be organized because I'm pretty simple. I'm pretty dumb, so I got to keep myself on track with questions, or else I'm gonna go off into space. But let me plug what's coming up on our channel. So. We're going to have another episode of the She Said No podcast here soon. It's been a while. We haven't recorded one. We've been doing these, coordination with members of the community, which we love. But I think, Gigi and I will finally record one of those episodes, and we're going to try to do video. So that'll be, popping off in the next few weeks. After our sabbatical, we've got a few guests lined up. So we're going to have Liel and Toya on at some point in May. So they'll probably be one of the first guests we have on after our sabbatical. Also, John, the Everyday Collector, we're working on getting his wife on, and then Eddie Money Mendez and his girlfriend. So those two are always bickering. So we want to have like a 3-couple stream. So we've got those coming, and then I will be on Collecting Weekly on Tuesday, and then I should be on Liel's stream on Wednesday as well. So yeah, we've got a lot of good content coming up.
Hold up, you ain't coming for Figure Flex Friday?
I don't know yet. He threw it out there, but I'm not sure where I'll be on Friday. But I'd love to. I don't flex like that though. I'm not a poser, so I'll be out
What?
of my element.
It's not about the pose. It's about the flex. Show off your figure, baby.
Listen,
Okay.
I'm willing to have other like us, Gigi, and other women, right? And then we'll talk about our husbands, and then the
Toxic
husband
femininity.
there, and then
Yes.
yes, I'm
Toxic
willing to have
femininity.
no, no,
That would be that. So we actually do want to do that. Just the ladies stream. The guys could be in the chat, defending ourselves, but that'd be really fun. So we will absolutely be setting that up at some point in the future. And if we can get you on, that'd be
a
terrific.
wife's point of view on collectibles.
Yes.
It's a scary
Yes.
thought.
Yeah, that's gonna be like a.
It really is a lot of fun, and like I'm not kidding, the venting, like it really does help, and I really enjoy it, and I think like I've mentioned
Hey, I
before,
enjoy
like,
it too. This is fun. I think I'm
Yeah.
gonna do it again. What's the next one?
Hold on, you have to ask. Well, since Gigi's hosting right now, ask Gigi and Marco when they want us back again. Because if we do a second lap around, I think it'll be too soon. People have to first like, comment, share, and subscribe to 16 Fix. Okay, make sure
You're a gentleman.
I like that one. Ladies Unfiltered. Yes.
Ladies
That-
Unfiltered.
That would be the title.
You know what, Marco? Mario got the best titles. He got the best titles. You know what? I like that, Mario. I think, you know what? Gigi, Phoebes, we're going to set this up. Me and Marco, we're going to set it up. You know what? We'll give you full reign one day.
and I've already been talking to some of the ladies, Kat, from Cuervo, and then also Iron Logan's
Shauna
wife.
probably. Oh yeah, that's
Shauna.
right. Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
listen.
Yes, and
Listen,
I'm recruiting.
Hey, you can start with this and end with this. You're gonna get all the slime and then end up with a puff.
No, we'll do it, Gigi. We got it. It's a
love
better
it. Love it.
It's
Well,
gonna be
thank
good.
you
know,
guys
the
so much.
The last thing I will say, there was a fake 6-scale mafia in the chat, and so sorry for highlighting those comments. And we do have the real 6-scale mafia, so thank you for tuning in. If I was running the stream, I would have blocked the imposter, but we didn't have that control today. So
Wait, I have to say this name. SpongeBob Square Bows in the house.
He said, sounds like you ladies are trying to set up a support group.
Yes, they need a support group.
Yes, we do.
Because I'll tell you this right now, no matter what they set up, we're going to get our setup. Figures for life.
And not only that, is because this has been, no, on a serious note, babe, this has helped me on, like, I thought I was alone. I actually wondered, and I wonder, like, how other females, like wives, girlfriends, their insight, their point of view on their husband's significant other collecting. Like, I want to know, and I'm glad that you guys invited me to this because I got to hear also Gigi's point of view and take notes. Like, this is good to know because I honestly was like, am I the only one, or how are other women out there who, like, do they really, like, okay, just buy as much as you want, or they're like, babe, die down, like, it's too much.
Yeah, I mean, it really was becoming like a point of contention, like, in the beginning where he didn't collect when we met, so it was, I mean, he collected shoots and stuff, but I was like, okay, like, this is, we have goals, we want to do like more things, so that really was the reason we started the stream. And so that's why I like to have the couples, because I get to see like their perspective, and I also learn things like, oh, they do it this way, I kind of like that, kind of like pick and choose. And I will say this though, like, I totally, this is really a venting session for me, because I'm like, oh my God, Marco, like, you are getting so many, like, do you really need 2 of one figure? Like, we've had, and we will have those conversations, Phoebe. And, the one thing that I have to remind myself is like, okay, they can be doing a lot worse things. This money could be going to like a lot worse things. So I try to.
I try to also. I hear you, Gigi. I'm with you. I also have conversations with him. Like, I'm a budget person. I tell him I do buy stuff, right? I give my, when I can. But I was brought up to pay my responsibility first and then my luxury later. right? Like I'm not gonna go nuts because I don't have. I mean, I don't right now. I'm not like I don't collect stuff. Like I buy clothes. I buy my daughter clothes. I mostly her because I go to a store and it's for me, but I end up buying for her. So I before I even give myself I think the only luxury that I recently got was what that the sneakers, right?
Yeah, you got yourself some
Burberry.
Burberry
Yeah,
sneakers.
that was the I never do that. And literally it was like, oh my god, literally took me one day to be like, should I buy it? It's $1,000. No, like, oh, but you know what? I pay my bills, I pay everything. I saw in the budget. I'm like, you know what? I'm a hardworking woman. I never give myself, I never buy myself anything. So I was like, okay, I hit the button and I did it.
Yes.
Good for
And I
you.
Whoa. You never buy yourself anything?
You
No,
gotta
not
treat
$1,000.
yourself once
Okay,
in a
no.
while, you know?
The extra, which is what we call
Yeah,
collective.
like not that's what I'm saying. Not $1,000 like $1,000 shoe. Why would I pay
I'm still waiting to get my Hulk Buster.
like stop?
See,
So then, like
she knows what I'm talking
no,
about.
because he has Hulk Buster there. Like how
What
many
Hulk Buster?
do you have? Oh, cause they're bigger.
That is the Rolls Royce of hot toys.
Oh my gosh, he has a black one, a red one, and a gold one.
Oh, she's talking about my limited edition 400
Oh my-
piece made only, and now it's running up a G. And she's like, "Oh my god, baby!" I'm like,
You
"Listen,
have
it's a
it.
Grail.
Where's the
small
other one?
It's the small one. I want the big one. I need the big one in my collection as a representative of Iron Man, and that's going to be my Iron Man
No,
plus the Mark 85. She didn't hear that.
no.
See?
No, I'm sorry. But I understand like what you said, Gigi. I understand where, it could be done, the money could go to worse. But I think this has to be a balance. Like, and that's something that we're as a couple we're trying to like figure out, especially like more responsibility of adding, right? The baby's about
It's
to
a constant struggle. Yep.
yeah, the baby's about to start her private school. Like it's gonna take, I actually told him, I saw his face. But I was like, I had to sit down with him and I'm like, babe, like I
No,
understand.
she didn't.
But yes, I did.
No, she didn't.
I was like, you need to, I don't care if it's a Deadpool who has a pink eye, right? Like,
Deadpool with a pink
forget
eye makes
about
sense.
it. Forget about it. Like, if that, you don't need it now. You have like 100 Deadpools. Like,
I need more.
it's more, no, it's priority. That's what I mean. No.
What are you talking about? Deadpool is priority in the collection, but that doesn't mean that priorities don't come first. Okay.
Exactly.
But here's the thing. I'm gonna teach you something, Gigi, if you don't already know, and I'm gonna teach my wife something. See, with the 6 scale stuff, we can do something on Sideshow that and some other collecting websites that we can do. It's called a payment plan, right? Layaway. So when we want to get something in, and it's like $400-500, right? It's you pay a NRD, non-refundable deposit, and then you get money taken out from your account. Depends on what it is. I got an Iron Deadpool that I pre-ordered last year. Money don't come out until later this year, and it's only $46 a month.
Still.
That gets dangerous, I feel like. That's
What you
dangerous.
talking about? That's like two trips to McDonald's
No.
here in New York.
No.
Oh my god.
We're struggling with that, and I think
No.
he's gonna
She's
get-
struggling because she's stressed out by seeing Tetris boxes. She sees the boxes like, oh my god, the boxes, and I would say what I'm doing.
Well, I would love to continue this. Phoebe, you and I would love to continue this conversation. So I think we do have to make that happen. And I would love to see you on Loco Lu's stream. I am all there for that. I will be in the chats. Anything else you guys want to share or say? Or Marco is over there living his best life.
Well, I want to say thank you, Gigi. Thank you, Marco, for having us.
Thank you for inviting me. I think this is the first time I've ever been in a stream live YouTube channel. No, I don't feel famous.
Thank you guys so much. Sorry,
You're
the
a
background
natural,
noise is
Phoebe.
crazy.
You're a natural.
I'm shy, and I mean, I am very shy. I am, babe. I am, babe. Every time we go out, I'm like so quiet, like
Yeah, her face is getting closer and closer to the camera.
because you see what he this is him every day, like I'll say something, he'll like, yeah, uh-huh.
Listen,
But
listen.
like,
Sometimes I gotta take it seriously, and other times I can brush it off. And this is one of those times I'm like,
no,
exactly. She said
no,
it for me.
sorry, no.
See,
I told her no.
see,
She wasn't
caught
saying
it.
No
that.
is the word here.
Yeah.
This
Yes.
for the She Said No podcast, it is.
No podcasting for her and all collecting for me, baby. Yeah, baby. 1 million collectibles.
No, but I am glad that you guys invited me. It took me
Thank you.
and you know what? This also helped me. I'm always thinking about. I just want to add like, and he knows this, and he gives me encouragement. Like this, I'm always thinking about work. Like he's like, babe, let's go out. I'm thinking about work when we go out. Let's go see a movie. I'm thinking about work when we go out. It's like I even dream about work. Like I'm teaching.
She does.
I'm literally and I wake up tired. I'm like I taught the whole night. Like how?
She was yelling at one of her students in her dream. I'm like, babe, who the heck is this? She like, oh, sorry, that was my student. I'm like, okay. She's stressed
I'm
out.
telling you, it's especially with school, Gigi, and it's a lot, but I appreciate. So thank you for having me.
Yeah,
Thanks.
anytime. Yeah, we'll definitely set that out. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll make sure that you guys get in touch and communicate, because actually that would be dope. The wife hijack of both channels, and you guys could jump from my channel, your channel, and back and forth, and make it a thing. You get what I'm saying? So, all the wives out there, to the collectors.
This is your warning.
No.
Join us.
Prepare to wear earplugs. Okay, guys, prepare to wear earplugs. Compromise if you need to, and put some more earplugs.
This is a revolution.
It's a snooze-olution.
Join us.
Well,
I love y'all.
Well, thanks everybody. I love everyone in the chat. Sorry I don't have Marco here, so I couldn't, click on it a little bit more. But I'm excited to see you guys next time in the chats. I'm excited to get this together. Marco, stop spending my money out there. And Loco Lu and Phoebe. Thanks, guys.
I'm just looking at the comment. I didn't know there was comments.
Oh yeah, that's the other fun thing. So it's all like it's all like here. So that's kind of, I don't know if you're able to see it.
Yeah, I see
we can
it.
see
So
it.
I just clicked it. It was like, oh, it's a SpongeBob.
Oh no, yeah, that's my favorite part, Phoebe. You'll have to see it. It's been that's my favorite part.
Oh. Phoebe, stop dreaming about work, girl.
Yeah,
I'm trying.
Okay.
I'm trying.
All right, everyone. Well, that's it for today. Phoebe, it was really nice meeting you, and I'm excited to talk to you in the future. Loco Lu, thank you again. And Marco, you did nothing like per usual. Thanks.
Oh wow. You see?
Okay, bye.
You just walk around that nice mall, casino, whatever it is.
All right. Bye.
Thanks, guys. Like, comment, share, subscribe.
Your Loco Lu right here.